No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. I'm here with my boy, Almighty Suspect, and we're having a conversation with the one and only Certified Trapper.
How you feeling today, bro?
Feeling good as a I'm high as
Yeah,
That's right.
That's good news. We need you to
need
snap
you
some
lit.
energy into it, though. You want to snap into a Slim Jim?
hell yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I don't think we really got it.
How you know I like Slim Jims?
It was honestly just a guess. I didn't think anybody liked Slim Jims.
I ain't gonna lie. The spicy one to Tabasco.
That is so good.
Come on.
Did we just become
That's
best friends?
good.
The Tabasco don't know. That's a rare gem. The Tabasco one. Come
Isn't
on,
there
bro.
one with like a cheese stick inside of it?
That sound nasty.
No.
I can't.
I'm not with the cheese.
What about some combos?
Nah, bro.
Nah.
We don't need the cheese stick.
Those
Tabasco.
are dummy
Slim
hard. The
Jim.
combos, it's like pretzel with like cheese stuff in there.
I know you're talking about.
Those
Come
are
with the
good,
little
yeah.
pretzel gravy and the cheese at the other end.
But I feel like they don't even have that at 7-Eleven anymore. It's like not popular enough anymore.
This is a fact. I think it's for like kids now, bro.
I don't know about the cheese steak.
What you be getting when you go on 7-Eleven?
I had got some fruit and last night.
Really?
Some,
You got 7-Eleven
Grown.
fruit?
yeah,
What was it? The apple? Banana?
some grapes,
You got some grapes.
some
That's
hot
right.
fries.
Well, yeah, that's the other side of the spectrum.
Grapes and the hot fries. You got to be healthy though too. That's right.
You got to get something salty and something sweet. I get like a Snickers bar and a bag of Cheez-Its.
I don't know how I feel about that
Oh
one.
yeah, I got some cheeses too. You just remember.
Cheeses go. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Cheeses is big.
Box of cheeses in the house go like
Oh, man.
this. Once you
Fast.
bust them open, it's a wrap.
Papa's. I'll eat that whole thing.
You
Oh
right?
yeah, you gonna eat everything.
Back in the day, that was a real problem. I would eat and gain like 10 pounds.
Yeah, eat everything, bro.
Gain-
That's
oh,
why I
yeah,
had to
gain
quit
some-
drinking juice, bro. I was gaining weight. No cap. It make you eat crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But, okay, so Milwaukee. Let's
In the-
talk about it.
In the house.
Tee up on that.
That's right.
What can you tell us a little bit about what it was like coming up out there besides the supermarket or the 7-Eleven?
It's hard out there for it's like gritting hard. It's hard. It's hard out here for this. And too. For sure.
I mean, I seen Tommy G's vlog that he did with you out there.
That's how I found him too.
Oh, really? That's how you
Yeah.
found him?
The first time I seen him, I think it was he brought you to the beekeeper
Hell yeah.
and you had got stung by the bee. And he running in circles the whole time. It's Tommy G over there. They went to meet a beekeeper, bro.
I didn't see
like,
that. I saw
with the
him pulling
hive.
up on your block and you were just hanging out with helicopters.
Nah, he be with him like a lot.
Oh, so you did more videos after that.
Hell yeah, I did some more shit with him. We got some more shit coming too.
Was-
Shout out to Tommy G.
Was that your first time ever encountering like bees in such numbers?
That's the first time I got stung.
Yeah,
Hell
that shit
yeah.
hurt, gang.
I got stung. And then it was like when we left, it was a bee in my fucking shirt.
So it came with you.
Yeah.
It was stinging you the whole time type shit?
No, it ain't sting me no more, but it went in my jacket. Went in my shit.
Damn, that's crazy. Nah, he
That's
was
foul.
running from the bee. It was crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Them just go 30 miles per hour.
Yeah.
I'm running it. I was not getting away from them.
I've got some serious bee memories as a kid. My mom still makes fun of what a I acted like when I was like 5 years old when I first got stung by a bee.
I only got stung once. It was like the summer in the pool. Stung me right here on my finger. I tried to swat it. That was terrible.
If I got stung by a bee like right now, I don't even think it would be that big a deal. But when you're a kid, it
When you're a
seems
kid, you feel like you
insane.
finna die.
Yeah.
No cap. But it looked like he was finna die too.
It hurt it.
Cause it was a lot, bro. You was like running from a hive.
Yeah.
It was
And
nuts.
that was on my eyes though.
That
I
was
was
on your
running
eyes.
fast as a bitch. Them motherfuckers was not going nowhere.
You ever seen a cartoon where a motherfucker will have a whole bee's nest land on his head?
Fighting it.
I wonder if that's
Yeah.
ever really happened to anyone.
I'm sure. I got chased by a hive before. Middle of the street.
But did it land on your
Really
head?
upset.
Nah, but like I don't know what I did, bro. I was just walking down the street from school one day, and I heard him. Like it was like a whole cloud of them. I didn't know it was bees. I thought it was maybe like some gnats or
and
something. I got close, and it was bees, and they chased us for some blocks. It was crazy.
No
LA.
matter how fast you going, if you can't run faster than 30 miles per hour,
It's
then
not
they
happening.
gonna-
Yeah, I don't think anyone can run that fast. But okay, so what was your childhood like? Like, what you have your mom and your dad around?
Yeah, I had my mom and my dad around. I was just like, I got kicked out when I was 13, so it was like,
Where'd you go?
I went to stay with my grandma.
What'd you get kicked out for?
I had like 4 bitches in the basement and shit, but I was already on the urge of getting kicked out and shit. When I was like 13, I had like 4 bitches in the basement.
Like Andrew
She
Tate.
was just like, you tripping, and then I had to leave.
So was they just like coming over chilling or like you was finna get it cracking?
Shit, I don't know. I was definitely finna do something, so she fucked that up.
You were about to fuck all 4 of them, or maybe like one?
You was by yourself?
Yeah,
Oh, you had it busting. It was just you, 4 Gerbs?
yeah.
Oh, he was going crazy.
And she seen them come in and shit. She was like, "You not even slick."
You just snuck him in with her in there?
She was, I don't know where she was at, but I guess she seen them come in.
Mm.
Damn, the desire for pussy is so strong that you'll really be trying anything.
That's a
Having them
fact.
over, even when you know there's like a pretty good chance your parents could be coming home.
I was like 12, 13.
Damn, so you got kicked out for that, and then you go to live with your grandma, and is she letting you have bitches over?
Yeah, like I was getting caught with bitches with her and shit. But she's just like, that was my grandma, so she like
She
wasn't really
I did
understands.
a lot of, but I just never did like stolen cars and shit. I was just like really like doing my music most of the time and shit.
The stealing cars is like the thing where you're
I
from.
was just finna say, has that always been a big thing in Milwaukee?
Hell yeah, it's either like you steal cars or you don't. Like I was just buying cars and shit. I just buy my car. But niggas, if you steal cars, it's like a sport. You know how like you sell dope, you steal cars.
It's like more and
It's a
more
way of
places
life.
that you hear that though, because J-Bo was just saying that exact same thing. Tommy G, when he did the St. Louis vlog, that's where they were talking about the Kia Boys and shit.
Nah, Kia
or
Boys
the-
is Milwaukee.
Okay, but them St. Louis dudes are all talking about the same thing and shit. That fucking, it's like a real thing now. I don't remember motherfuckers talking about that much when I was a kid.
They used to always steal cars, but once they found out how to do the Kias, then that shit just turned it way more up.
Right. Damn. So you never did it?
I got in a couple, but I never like stole shit.
Okay.
I feel that.
How do you do it?
With the little Kia shit?
Yeah.
Nigga, you better type it in on YouTube. It's everywhere, bro.
Put your
Put a little
charger
USB in
that
there. You put the
motherfucker
charger
into-
in it. You dismantle the thing, put the charger in it, and it turns the car on. You ever seen this in person?
Yeah. I seen that shit before. Like everybody caught on to that shit and shit. Motherfuckers, I seen that shit. Like motherfucker put their charger in there and turn that bitch right on.
Damn. But they say you make music for the Kia Boys.
Yeah.
Do you think that's
Like,
true?
for some reason, it just sounds so good fucking with them, and then they just fucking the car up. Like that's all they want to do is drive the car crazy as hell.
Right.
And then it's like the music sounds so good with the Kia Boys, just like the dance and shit. Like it kind of bring it together. And like I was just like hearing motherfuckers dying and shit. Like motherfuckers was coming on my shit. Like bro died listening to this shit, and that's like fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Niggas just crashing a car listening to my shit.
I mean, your music does kind of sound like I could steal a car and die listening to it. Like, it
gonna
just
lie.
sounds like some
He on
real
my
reckless
playlist.
shit.
I'm not gonna lie. You on my playlist, bro. For sure.
I found out about him because you hit me with that, Lil. I'm censoring it myself. But yeah, Lil. But you got it. It says Ninja on YouTube.
That's my shit.
You had to change it like to make money off YouTube or
What, Lil Ninja?
yeah.
I just knew I didn't want to put nigga on there, so I was just like,
Smart.
let me put that.
Okay.
I just knew I couldn't put that. Like I don't be trying to put the cuss words in there because I already know it's like a higher.
You knew it was gonna go viral?
No, I ain't know. But it was like, I ain't know.
Mm.
But it went viral before I like actually got to release it because I did a video. Like it was my first video when I got home and shit.
Okay.
That's the first shit I posted
How long were you locked up?
for like 80 days or some shit like that.
What was that for?
For some I had some concealed carry misdemeanor shits. And then I got revocated for that Tommy G video.
Wait. What happened in the video that you got in trouble for?
The blowers?
Yeah.
Mm.
I had that shit. And then it was like, you did this video before, while you on probation and shit. I was on probation.
That's interesting because I noticed that like the guns that you're holding were blurred out and that a lot of the other guns weren't blurred out. Is that why?
No, it was just like the type of gun I had.
Okay, with the big fucking drum on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would imagine that could be in a weird category legally or whatever.
That's a fact.
But okay, so when did you start making music?
I started making music a long ass time ago. Like 2011. 2011 and shit. I made my YouTube in 2012 and my Twitter and shit. But like I went to school for audio engineering, so that's when shit like kind of start taking off and shit.
You went to college for it?
Hell yeah.
Smart man.
Hell yeah.
Was you always recording yourself and like doing your own videos, or you went to school first and then figured it out?
Yeah, like I used to already know like I needed to do my own shit, but like once I went to school to learn to use the software and shit, then it was just up from there. And then I bought a fucking camera and shit, and then like it was kind of hard getting people to record my shit, so I started doing the videos, the selfie videos.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The first time I seen it, I died laughing. I'm like, this nigga is creative. He didn't recorded the song himself. Do you make the beat too?
Hell yeah, I make the beats.
He make the beats. He record himself all in one room.
Right.
All in his room or the
Impressive.
kitchen. Facts. Impressive.
Fire.
The labels love that shit. I know you signed, but the labels love that when you can do all that shit right, because then they don't have to worry about getting a million different people to sign off on a song.
Yeah, definitely that.
Right.
That's exactly why they like that shit.
When you started rapping, did you like have like Detroit influences, or did you have like Milwaukee influences? Like who influenced you to start rapping?
It was like I don't know, my sound just like it's like brand new, so it was just I needed beats. I couldn't get no beats. I couldn't use like YouTube beats no more. So that's why I went to school to like learn how to use the software and shit. And then I did like 2 years doing that shit. And then it was just up from there.
How'd you like discover your sound though? Did your music sound more normal at some point?
It didn't.
It's always been out there?
It's like, no, it sounded weird as a bitch at first. And then it's like, when I kept going with it, it's just the beats and shit.
Right.
Who'd you listening to before you started rapping? Or like growing up, who'd you listening to?
I used to listen to like Chief Keef and shit. Like when I was young, like 9, 10, I used to listen to Soulja Boy and shit like that. Lil B, motherfucking Future, Band Gang and shit. I used to listen to a lot of motherfuckers. Not too many people, but like now I just listen to myself like in the car and shit. Probably play a little bit of Baby Tron Future for sure. And that bitch.
How'd you and Baby Tron connect?
He had hit me up on Instagram and shit, cause like
This is
one of his
before he
brothers-
was lit, right? Well, he was like
Nah, he
semi-lit,
been
but,
booming.
but you first heard him like many years ago, right? A couple years ago?
No.
Oh,
it was
just
more
met him.
recent?
Couple months
Oh,
ago,
shit.
yeah.
He just met him a couple months ago. He already with long hair, glasses, Tron.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So, do you feel like Detroit is a big influence on Milwaukee?
Hell yeah. That's all Milwaukee used to really listen to before like Detroit like had all the more younger rappers and shit. Like motherfucker used to really do listen to Detroit for sure. And then like Detroit do got a little bit more connection with Milwaukee too, like the other artists and shit.
Definitely. When did you get the name?
Certified Trapper. 2020. I want to say 2021.
Okay.
What you was going by before that?
It was like I had fucking like when I was doing SoundCloud, I was popping on SoundCloud and shit. I was doing like my shit was Lotta Guap, and then I had it to CTN #1, and then cause that was like Certified Trap Nigga #1. And then I was just like, fucking, let me go Certified Trapper, cause that was like kind of weird and shit. That shit.
So it was all just something you came up with. It wasn't like somebody else's idea.
Certified Trapper.
That's what's up. You got a lot of punch bars. Was the scamming a part of your life at one point?
Scamming.
Yeah.
Hell no. I wish I would have got some of that shit. Like niggas, I know a couple niggas that like they got plenty of money doing that shit. I never got no stimulus, none of that shit.
Really?
I wish like I could have got like a PPP or some shit like that. I would have been fucking out like doing plenty shit.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
Is Milwaukee like a? Do y'all got like Bloods, Crips, or like what's the gangs? Because I know the whole Milwaukee thing. Like right now, everybody's saying like on the G. Like can you explain that? The on the G, where that's from?
It's like it's GDs. It's like some GDs originated from there. GDs, Vice Lords. That's really it. GDs, Vice Lords, and then motherfuckers be like streets. Like that's really what motherfuckers like be claiming like sides of town and shit.
Makes
Can you
sense.
explain the lows?
Low.
The low end.
That's like where I want to say that's like where I'm from, but that's like I don't know, like 10th and Capitol and down or something like that.
But that's like the east side of Milwaukee.
It's not because we don't really call it that. We just say the East, but I guess the lows. I don't know. I don't know what them niggas really. I don't know what the fuck that is. Swear to God. I just be. I don't really know.
But that's some Milwaukee shit. Like they say, like the low end, the lows. You feel me?
Yeah,
On the
low end,
east.
that's the lower numbers.
So the lower numbers of the streets
Yeah.
is why they call it the low end.
Yeah.
When did you like actually first start to feel like the music was hitting? Like what did it take? It just started to go up on YouTube.
It was just like the little first couple hits and shit. Like that was like getting upper and upper. Like I made a couple songs and them motherfuckers did numbers. So after I seen that shit, it was just like keep using my beats and shit, using my sound, making new sounds. And then I got to a point where I was like dropping like 5-10 videos a day. And then like that's when I started. I really was doing that shit for the money and shit. Cause when I got monetized, I was just like going crazy on
5
that.
videos a day.
Hell yeah.
That's insane.
It must.
Music videos though.
But like, how much work can you really put in doing 5 a day? Like, they all kind of look the same. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I was doing all this. I could still do this shit. Like I was doing all the songs and then just record that shit all together.
This is facts. And nigga, it'll be 5 different videos. He'll have the same outfit on and you could tell he just did them all in the exact same day. Nah, but that's kind of like your like appeal. Like, what was some of your first reactions when you first started doing that? Like in your room, some of the videos. What was some of the comments or like your boys? Like, how was everybody reacting to it?
It was just like this nigga dropped 10 videos. This nigga dropped 4 videos in an hour or some shit like that. Like that's what they keep saying. Like keep going. Motherfuckers like that shit though, cause it's really for people to listen to. So it's like people just listen to that shit.
It's like
in
the
car.
visualizer on fucking YouTube now. You know, they like put up the songs and it's not a video, but it's like something moving around. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's pretty crazy because I know like when you showed me him, you know, I was like, this is dope, but I didn't necessarily expect like the dude who signed him is a real, I won't even say who, but he's a real legend in the music industry. And he hit me up to organize this interview. And I was like, oh shit, you fucking with Certified Trapper? And he's like, yes, we believe in him. I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
It's new. It's different. He do everything himself. And if you paying attention to the Milwaukee scene, bro, I don't know if this scene was around before you, but since you've been around, it's been a lot of people copying that shit or just, nigga, how you do your shit, what you was saying in your shit. Like, it seemed like you damn near started a wave. Like, do you think you started it or was it around already or was it you?
It's some different sounds that's coming from Milwaukee. It's like I originated my sound, so like I ain't gonna be like, oh, that's my shit. But shit, like definitely people is copying my shit. Though.
It's a fact.
And then they copying my beats and shit. But it's like I'm gonna get better and better. So it's like they ain't gonna be able to always keep doing that shit.
For sure. Do you think that being in those Tommy G videos and shit actually got you fans and made people check out your music?
Hell yeah, like
I did.
Y'all know me from Tommy G. The Tommy G video, and like I think Jeff seen me from the Tommy G video and shit.
The
Cause
dude who
like,
signed him.
hell yeah, and he believed in me too. Like through this shit, like bro, this shit is crazy. Cause like before motherfuckers was even really looking at me and shit, but I was like getting like high attention and shit. But he was just like, it is crazy how you make your beats and do all this shit out of here and shit like that. Like he crazy. And then I pulled up on him one day, like. I end up seeing him before he even try to fuck with me and shit. Like I stopped the car and shit, and I had like 5 guns in the car and shit. I'm like, "What's up, Tommy G?"
Yeah, he said that you scared the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Why you have so many guns? 5 is a lot.
That's how I ride down there.
5 visible too.
Fast.
Like he saw them right away. It's not like you didn't have to pull them out. They were just out. But so Milwaukee's like that. Like it's just not a big deal for people that have hella guns on them.
I mean, shit. It's probably not. I don't know if everybody move like that, but shit, like
It's not like here.
it's
He said misdemeanor gun case. That's not here. You getting a felony.
the stuff I seen in those vlogs of him standing in the alley with all his homies and every single one of them got 2 guns on them. I never seen anything like that in LA. I mean, I'm sure there are people with it like that in LA, but they're not out filming vlogs
That's
realistically.
fact. This is 1985 maybe,
Yeah,
90s,
yeah.
early
Crazy.
2000s at the earliest. But it's like, nah, we can't do that no more. Type shit.
It is crazy out there though.
In Milwaukee, always been a war zone like that.
It's always just like some car shit though. Like you would be driving in the car and that shit. That's why motherfucker ride like that though.
Wait, somebody will shoot you while you're driving? Is most likely.
You would most likely have to do a shootout like in the car. Like that's not smart, but it's like that's how niggas doing it. So you gotta be careful, fuck around in cars and shit.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
especially them Kias.
That's definitely a fact.
But like, I don't know. Like, how many? Are you able to say how many guns you own?
I don't own no guns right now. Right now, I don't own no guns.
Okay.
Smart answer.
So if you get caught up and you end up being on probation or whatever, it's over for that.
Over for the gun shit.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully, like I'm going through some shit right now, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to still carry. But
So
I'm
the
not
case that you
expecting
got
that.
out not over yet from the 80
I
days.
got out on some shit, and some shit just happened like a couple days ago and shit,
Mm.
like last week, and then like I got pending charges, but I'm thinking like my lawyer gonna get that shit to the point. It's like I'm not charged with shit right now, but it's like I got pending charges.
Right. Damn.
Shit.
So how long you been signed?
I signed my deal first time I was in Cali for like 3 months. I want to say 3-4 months. It's been 4 months.
Do you feel the difference yet, or like what's different from before, from how you moving or recording, or even your videos? Like, what's the difference from before you were signed to now, if any?
The difference is like how I get paid and shit. It's different from like how I was before. The way I get paid and shit, and my work ethic, like working all fucking week, all day and shit, like all work. And then like now I got a team and shit, so it's just like it's kind of different. But shit gonna keep changing and shit though. Like we looking forward to like doing bigger shit.
Is it like having a team and shit? Is it it's less work on you or is more work because they're doing a bunch of the work, right?
Yeah, they didn't. It's like everybody like it's kind of equal, but it's like everybody just like we definitely gotta keep the conversation like how we conversating right now and shit. Like that's really the work and shit.
Now that you're signed though, like, could you imagine your music sounding like being more professionally recorded? Because it's kind of like that's the charm of it, is that it's recorded in, I don't want to say like a shitty way, but it's like it sounds super raw. Like, could you imagine yourself doing some shit that sounds like fucking Future in the future, like all clean and polished?
I can't wait to hear some shit like that. I know that's gonna be really different. It's just like I make the beats and shit, so my beats gotta get better. And the way I mix the beat and shit, like I can always get an engineer and have them mix my vocals and shit. It's just like if the beats sound like childish as fuck. That's what a lot of people was saying, like this nigga making Mario Kart beats. And shit. Motherfuckers
What
was
program
saying-
you use?
I use Logic.
Logic Pro.
Logic Pro, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I do all that shit in the same project and shit.
Oh, really? So you're just cooking it all up right there.
And then you record it
Beat
and you
and
make the beat
audio.
in Logic.
I don't know. There has been a few artists over the years though where they had like sketchy production and sketchy engineering and recording, and then once they like started to get on more professional sounding shit, I didn't.
People stopped
like
caring.
It. Yeah, or like at least I didn't like it as much for a few artists. Like
That's the appeal.
You got to hold on to the charm some way, you know.
Anybody ever compared you to Lil B?
Yeah, Lil B had hit me one time too.
Yeah.
Hit me on Twitter. Because I used to be inboxing everybody and shit on Twitter.
Mm.
But yeah, hit me. Niggas do compare me to in my comments and shit. Hell yeah.
What was he saying? You should work with him.
Hell yeah.
Facts.
He was like, he said he was gonna plug me on to work with him and shit. And then he gave me his number.
Hasn't panned out yet though.
I'm gonna hit him. It was just like I caught it late as fuck, so I wondered like if we changed his number or some shit like that. Cause I ain't been on Twitter, and then like when I got out, I seen it. Like he had hit me like probably like in the middle while I was in jail.
You know, I don't feel like we really talked about it, but it was pretty crazy to see Lil B in a Trippie Redd video with a verse on the Lyrical Lemonade channel.
That was recent. Hell yeah, it's crazy.
That was
That's
pretty
crazy
wild.
as hell.
It's like we should have talked about it more.
Yeah,
it's like
I ain't
Lil
gonna lie.
B,
That's my first time hearing about it. And I was a
Really?
huge Lil B fan growing up.
Lil B
Hell
just
yeah, I
don't
used to-
pop out
I
like
used to
that.
love
you know?
Lil B, bro.
He seems like he's just to himself.
What's your
Just-
favorite Lil B mixtape?
I just know the songs. I don't know if
What's your favorite song?
It's the that Cat Stack shit.
Mm.
I'm a Martian. The fucking Charlie Sheen, motherfucking all that
You
shit.
talking about early Lil B?
I got
That's
into him
all
with the
real
Red
early
Flame
Lil B.
tape.
Mm. That's a fact.
And-
Blue
and-
flame, red flame, pink flame, black flame.
And my favorite song of all time is "Bitch, I'm Bill Clinton, fucking all
Bill
these
Clinton go
women."
crazy. This is facts. Miley Cyrus,
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres, a fact. Charlie Sheen, you right. Most
Ray
definitely.
Rice.
That's a
Jerry
fact.
Rice.
Jerry Rice, most definitely. He had some hits.
I used to terrorize everybody else who lived with me at the time when that shit came out. I'd
Me
be playing
too.
all the time and they'd be upset.
Yeah, that's a fact. My
It was like
pops
that
would
with
be
Thug,
hot.
too.
I used to play Soulja too. I still got it. It's a couple songs that Soulja like kind of go hard on.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fact. His tape with Lil B, he went
Yeah, that's
crazy.
it.
But we had a good conversation with this earlier about like what years you listened to Soulja Boy in your life. Because to me, I think it was like
Multiple.
2008 to 2012 was
I think
when
it's
I was tapped in.
multiple. Like for me, that was the first album I ever bought. So it's multiple because you got to realize he had different phases. He had the
Exactly.
Crank That phase, and then he had the Kiss Me Through the Phone, speakers going hammer phase.
See, that was like his
That
mainstream
fucking sound
phase.
with the lean and shit.
But then there's
Facts.
that. Then there's this underground phase where he was kind of like doing the Lil B thing, and he was fucking with all these different underground artists and kind of taking from them. And
Facts.
when he,
when he
when-
had that Versace beat and shit like that, he had
Yeah.
that beat first.
That's facts.
that was the era where he had beef with OJ the Juice Man because he took his ad libs.
This is facts.
Good old times.
That nigga's a chameleon.
He was good at it too. He was a chameleon before we like really knew that was a thing. Like,
Facts.
oh, like
Hell
you could
yeah.
just jack
'Cause
clothes.
He just come out with plenty of different crazy shit. And he can sound like almost anybody.
Yeah,
That's facts.
but he
came
had
with the Cali sound.
he had mad eyeballs on him. Like he was already famous, so he's taking these underground rappers shit, and like people weren't really knowing, and like because he's so big that they hear him doing it, and they're like, oh, he invented this shit.
you just fucked up. We about to beef with Soulja Boy again. I just squashed my beef with Soulja.
I respect it. Like he's
done
obviously
sparked it
been
back
an
up.
innovator in his own right. He's just also like been very good at kind of taking other people's
That's a
styles
fact.
over the years.
That's a fact.
Definitely.
How you feel about people taking your sound from Milwaukee?
Yeah, niggas be doing that shit. But it's just like they want the beats so bad, like they can't. It's like niggas gonna have to step up and get it. But you can just look on YouTube. It's a lot of certified trapper type beats. It ain't really like no other nigga type beats that's in Milwaukee.
Mm.
I'm like the only nigga, so it's just gonna be like a Milwaukee type beat type shit.
So the certified chopper beat is becoming a Milwaukee
Yeah.
type beat.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fire.
Interesting.
There ain't no other Milwaukee type beats, but like,
Detroit shit.
yeah,
You think Tommy G's a culture vulture?
yeah.
Yeah.
His ass crazy. Like he been everywhere. Like it's kind of hard catching up with him too.
I thought there was no way you were going to say yes to that question because you seem like you guys are actually friends.
No, he what you say? He is?
A
culture
culture
vulture.
vulture.
What's that mean?
He mean like, do you?
Usually it's considered a negative thing of
Right.
like a white dude who goes to the hood and kind of like makes money or gets
Off
something.
nigga shit
Yeah.
type shit.
But he just like
He seem like a good dude to me.
he like adventures and shit. Like
Mm.
he like seeing new things. So that's just like why. But he lives like in Milwaukee. So
Right. He just has such a good nature and such a positive mentality that I
Fact.
feel like that's why a lot of people are willing to welcome him in.
yeah, and it's like his fans is like different. Like his fans love him.
They love you
Hell
too.
yeah. That's after that video. Like they was like hell yeah.
Yeah.
They love him though. Like his comments just crazy.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so who would be your dream feature, like dream artist to work with?
Future.
Future for sure. Motherfucking a Future song. Fucking Uzi song. Probably like Drake. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some. I don't know. I want to hear some shit with Gucci. Probably, yeah, probably like some
That's a good lineup.
But I know for sure, Young Boy sound fire as a bitch on my song, on my beats though. That's what I kind of like. Where he from?
Louisiana, Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge type beats, like them the type of beats I like and shit. Yeah, but I used to listen to Gucci a long ass time. Though. That's why I said that shit though. But right now, like you know the turned up sounds and shit. Like I'm coming out with a new song.
Who's the rapper that hit you up that you were the most excited about?
Damn there, Baby Tron.
Mm.
Damn there. Like a couple niggas hit me up. It was like 600 Breezy hit me up and shit. Who else? Not that many people. Face, Babyface.
Mm.
For real?
Hell yeah.
That's fire.
I'm gonna get some shit with Face.
Y'all definitely gotta knock something out.
I used to listen to that nigga, man, all day.
A fact. You been in Detroit yet?
Yeah.
Well, of course, you from Milwaukee. What's the differences from like Detroit and Milwaukee, like that you can see? What's the differences to you?
Detroit got a big ass rap scene,
Mm.
so it's just like it's big, like Michigan big. So it's like it's not like Milwaukee and shit, but they definitely got some. They got some top 10, 20s and shit like that. That's why it's big. Like they got a lot of people.
I got a question. Back in the day, were you bumping that "Tell a bitch Milwaukee I need my bucks"?
What song is that?
He said, I don't know that.
What song is that?
I don't
There was
know
an
that.
LA rapper who had a song called Milwaukee. Or Milwaukee Bucks, yeah.
I don't think I heard.
It's a good song. I
He
would have
said,
thought
I
that
ain't
people in
heard that.
Milwaukee would have been hyped on it, but
Nah, they wasn't feeling that. They probably already been doing a lot of Milwaukee Bucks type shit or Milwaukee songs. You feel me?
yeah.
I think it's only cool if you're not from
The
Milwaukee.
punchline might have seemed played out to them already. Yeah.
Facts.
That
I'm
would make
surprised
sense.
you heard that shit. Because a lot of people don't know nothing. Nobody like from Milwaukee. Yeah, most places I go, they're like, bro, I don't know no rapper from Milwaukee.
I
And
don't
I just
either.
met you type shit. Yeah.
I know Mark Cuban.
You fuck with Super Throw Dave?
Yeah, I fuck with
Yeah.
that.
That's the only other one I think I know. Like you, Dave. Oh no, I'm here to Car VP too.
Curry P. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban owns the Bucks, right? Mavericks. God damn it.
He out here blowing these references. Blew the fuck out that reference.
This is no jumper where we know nothing about basketball. And
I don't know
even
shit about
when we
basketball.
pretend to know about basketball, we get it
It
wrong.
goes wrong every time.
That's why
Crazy.
I meet plenty fucking basketball players, and I just be like, I don't know who the
Oh
fuck
my
dude
God.
is.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
bro.
I'll
I've
be
been
into
in nice ass
basketball.
restaurants and had these 8-foot tall motherfuckers come up to me being like, I fuck with your shit. And I'm looking at them like, I know you're a famous basketball player, but I have no fucking clue.
That's insane.
Yeah, I gotta work on my shit. Even if I watch it all the time, though, I don't think I
I
remember
need
their
to
names.
actually go to the games and shit like that.
Yeah.
You ain't been to no Bucks game?
Like a minute ago, but I'm gonna actually like go to the games and shit.
If you want to live in LA and really ball out, you know what you do? You waste a shitload of money buying fucking floor seats to those Lakers games.
To watch us lose.
And to be like, but you see how much it actually like is something because you see them right there. And when you're watching the game on TV or up
Take
in the
pictures.
stands, you're like, oh, there's that fool. Oh shit, look at him.
That's a
Damn,
fact.
he got money like that. He's sitting right there. Like it really is a
That's
thing.
fact.
How much that shit be costing? Like 5 G's.
I don't know.
Around there. How'd you get tapped in with what's his name? The dude you got your jury from. Why is his name
Johnny.
Johnny Dang? I'm like, why is his name
Yeah, jury from
escaping
him?
me? Yeah. How you get hit to or how you get in contact with Johnny Dang?
I had really like called they number and shit.
Mm.
Like when they post that shit, I called their number, and then the service lady just sent me to Ice Trey Yang. But he had got me my jury and shit through there. But I ended up meeting Johnny and shit. Like, but I guess like when I spend enough money, I'm gonna get Johnny number.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But he's in your video, right?
Yep.
So he let you go in there and shoot the video. How was that?
Yeah, that shit was fire and shit. That shit was fire. Cause I feel like they treated me nice in there. They let me do all type of crazy shit up in there.
You can smoke a
fuck.
blunt in there?
No, I ain't smoking no weed. I ain't try to. I
He definitely went
walked in
crazy,
there with
though.
my gun and shit. He was like, "Bro, you gotta take that back to the car."
Yeah. We've been doing that over here too. It doesn't always go so well.
But it was like an accident, cause like you know the laws around there are different. So
Right.
it's like I forgot.
Definitely. So, all right, like what do we got to look forward to from you coming up?
this got a tape finna drop soon. Chopper of the year. That motherfucker finna be fire. Chopper of the year. Need to get that artwork so I can put that bitch right on the thing. Like Chopper of the year. That motherfucker gonna be fire as a bitch.
And before we gotta get some Milwaukee terms, bro. We gotta get some definitions of some Milwaukee terms. We don't got nobody else has blew up from Milwaukee, so all the shit y'all be saying just nigga over my head. Like, well, like smacking. What is that? What's smacking?
That's like having a lot of heads. I mean, a lot.
They're headies? Come on, hit me. What the fuck is a heady? What's heads? Break it down.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Like I never really said heady because I don't say that shit. But heads is like action. Yo, customers.
There you
go. Custos.
There you
I heard
go.
you saying
Custos.
custo. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought people stopped saying
You say
that.
that shit too. But it's like plenty custos.
Okay.
Heads.
Smacking.
Man, I just remember I seen that interview clip where they asked, like, the interviewer was actually really weird. The interviewer was like, so what do you say to people who say you ain't about shit and you just be in the crib and you ain't never did nothing? And he's like, man, you know, I used to run up 1,000 off of selling 20s. He just starts saying all this shit that I was pretty convinced. I'm like, all right, like, I don't think he would like be able to just rattle off all these drug dealing terminology like that if he was lying.
Facts.
Yeah, I did that shit before.
How long are you outside for in that regard?
What'd you say?
How long are you outside for in terms of making money out in the street?
Like I'd be in the car for a long time, like a long ass time. Like sometimes I used to sleep in the car and shit. Like I used to be making like 1G, 2Gs a day. Probably not profiting and shit. It's just
Cause
like,
you gotta re-up.
hell yeah, re-up and shit. All that shit. But when you get a big ass bag, like I used to spend like 6Gs, 7, 8Gs, all on that shit. Now I had no money and then just like making 2Gs a day like that, bro. But that shit don't really go too far.
That's what I hear. All right. Anybody you want to thank? Anything we need to make note of before we dip?
Oh yeah. I want to thank my label, Signal Records and shit. My family, my baby mama. I mean my mama. Let me stop playing.
You got a baby mama too?
I got 2 baby mamas.
They ops though?
They ops.
Yeah, you don't fuck with them? You don't want to shout them out?
You
You shouted them out and then you took it back.
Your baby mama's your ops. He said, nah, I'm taking that back. That was an
crazy
accident.
with the op one because they do be on some op shit.
They be on some op shit.
See?
Yeah.
I caught the vibe.
No, I ain't gonna say their name. But yeah, my mama, just my team, my uncles and shit, all that. My managers too, and my new managers. Like I got a new manager, Ben Baker. I'm really feeling good about this shit. I think the next year though this next 12 months gonna be fire. We're gonna turn this bitch up.
Hell yeah.
That's
Looking
right.
forward to it. Thank you, Suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Trapper. Appreciate you. Much love. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you in the future. No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram, etc. Like, comment, and subscribe. NoJumper.com if you want to support.